ever since that meme I watched. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't have to grunt that hard.
Apparently it's not good for you. Because when I'm in the gym, I'm a grunter, man.
Oh, you talking about when you? Oh, you talking about?
Like you know when you're deep in a squat. Oh.
What's the scientific term on that? What's that called?
Grunting?
Dang, I forgot it. No.
Wait, what? Wait.
I think it's literally just called grunting.
No, it's called zygomatic something.
I know what you're saying now, and I don't know the word.
I'm
on
trying
that
to go.
same page.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be bad for you.
Yeah, you apparently can like get a hemorrhoid.
You get it, yeah.
Which I have gotten before.
Yeah, hemorrhoids from that. Seriously.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh shit! I came out too far. Go back in.
That's not good.
Yeah, whoopsie.
So that's what it's called. What is it called? Sciatic? No, not sciatic.
I can't.
Zygar. That's a Pokemon. Look, a scientific term for grunting.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much that without context right there. Technology. Right? Hey Siri, what is the scientific term for grunting?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the scientific term for grunting. Check it out.
You are useless, Siri. You are useless. Okay.
She's like, you didn't tell me that last night. I was very useful.
We're probably going to get to the point where Siri can give blowjobs, and at that point, we need to just abandon the human race. I think it's time to just set the world on fire.
Are you giving
Artificial blowjobs?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's
gonna even work.
So
it reminds me of Solomon, the Song of Solomon.
I think they're like legit. I think they're like legit like humanoid robots now. I've seen videos of it. It's kind of scary because you can like program human brain cells into it. So like, doesn't it become sentient?
Well, if it gets from some people's brain cells, they did much.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like.
Hopefully they're using like, cause imagine what if you use like an average person's brain cells.
So what you're telling me is all these Terminator movies I saw by
they're all becoming real. All of them are becoming real.
If I'm Arnold, give me a motorcycle with a shotgun. I'll be back.
That was a classic.
That was a classic.
That was a real classic.
I'll be back.
That was a real classic.
It's scary. We brought back direwolves. There's like 5 Jurassic
heard
Park
about that
movies
too.
on why you should not do this.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's do it.
Where's it at?
So they're
Where's the site in there?
Where is it?
They're
So I have to stay away from it.
but they're definitely secure, like, you know.
Oh, yeah. Secure. We always say it's secure here in Lake South. COVID
According to
COVID
Ian
was
Malcolm,
secured in the
right?
lab too.
Yeah,
You know?
it'll find a way, but it's just crazy. Like, it's that classic line of, well, we were so consumed with whether we could, we didn't stop to think we should.
What? Are you kidding me? There's no way.
You don't remember that line?
I don't remember.
The original Jurassic Park? Well, you were so consumed with whether you could, you didn't stop to think if you should. And like now we're bringing these things back, and it's like there's a reason they're like gone. Like these wolves are 12,000 years. These wolves are older than Jesus. They're 12,000 years old.
Well, Jesus is older than that.
Technically, yeah.
Technically. They're older than before Jesus came to
He's
Earth.
the Rock of Ages. So he was there.
He said outside of realm of time, so
Yeah.
that means he's timeless.
He's timeless.
Older than before Jesus was recorded on Earth.
Jesus is older than Kronos.
But when he was recorded on Earth was 2,000.
I almost thought about who's Kronos.
Kronos is the entranceway to Epic.
Oh, okay. No, if you didn't know, I could take it.
No, I had that. My brain had some gas on it, so it had to let off. So.
Yeah, it wasn't like, cause usually like that happens to me when I have some cookies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
See, I had the milk. So
I finally beat my protein donut addiction. We're here talking about cookies.
So you
beat it?
You beat it? How you do it?
Beat
Well,
it, beat it.
Was it with the left or the right?
Oh man, we're talking
Well,
about completely
I mean,
different beat it.
wait.
He's talking about Michael Jackson.
Beat it?
You're talking about.
Just trying to see how you beat it.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to see how you beat it. Oh my gosh. I'm trying
The conversation made a U-turn. There's a detour.
We all had three
trying to
different
see how you beat.
definitions of beat it there.
Yeah, there's a lot of beating.
There's a lot of beating.
Yeah.
I'm serious. How did you beat it?
Yeah, how did you overcome this?
Just to confirm, we're talking about the donut now.
Okay, the donut.
Okay.
How did you overcome
Because I can teach you the other way I beat it, but I don't know.
No, we don't.
Okay.
No.
How did you overcome the
So,
addition.
well, actually, so weirdly enough, I'm trying to, obviously in my new career, I'm at a longevity facility and I'm trying to optimize my own health, wellness, and longevity.
Okay.
So I have this app called Yuka, YUCA.
I have that.
Yeah, and it tells you all this artificial
Scan
stuff.
it.
So I had these protein shakes, which I no longer call protein shakes, because I scanned it and it showed me like 1,000 different artificial things in it that aren't even on the label that like can cause cancer and heart disease. So I called them my cancer shakes. So I was drinking my cancer shakes, and I'm like, okay, well I took these cancer shakes and I just dumped them in the trash after that. And so naturally I'm going and scanned everything in my pantry that I think is like, not so bad.
And then you just end up throwing up.
Yeah, I'm getting poor, bad, terrible, you're dying.
But wait a
some
minute,
good,
did
some
you
bad
look
things.
at the details? Because it might say poor, but it's only poor.
No, yeah, I
because-
tap on it.
Okay, alright, I just
Because
making
it's like
sure.
sodium or high calorie. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Calorie.
calories.
5%
Whatever.
body
I
fat.
need the extra calories.
Exactly. But and so I'm going through and I'm thinking, like, man, I really need to optimize that side of it. I'm coaching and,
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
so,
I get it.
yeah, and so I'm trying to be a little more disciplined in my food.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So that's how you beat it.
That's how I beat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
now
glad
watch out now.
I'm glad we know how you beat it now.
Yep.
Now you guys know how to beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then speaking of that, like whenever if you feel like you're too busy, you're never too busy. Cause everybody thinks like, oh, I'm so busy. You're not so busy.
Not so busy.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
I actually like the topic. 3 coaches here, 2 degrees in exercise science, fitness coach, degree in exercise science. Right? We're all fitness guys.
Fathers.
Yeah.
Well, fitness.
2 fathers.
Too many kids.
Sons.
I'm a son. I just turned 25, so climbing back.
And the Holy Spirit is with us, and we're sealed.
Closed. I was trying to think of a synonym for sealed. Closed.
No, we're sealed.
Yeah.
We're
So it means you close. What do you close? What'd you close from?
where you close from.
Where are my clothes from?
No.
Well, actually, you guys got me
What do you-
this.
what do you-
This is our brand. My clothes. This is
Ah,
God
wow.
again. This is the
No,
best
I like
clothing
it.
brand in the world.
I'm loving this shirt. But what do you close from?
Closed from, as in closed off from.
Yeah, enlighten us, please.
Well, recently I'm trying to close myself off from kind of partaking in negative things or things that provide me negative energy. Trying to
Give us some examples of this.
Yeah,
So,
just an example.
for example, like anything that's going to put me in a bad mood or put me in a bad state of mind. I'm trying to. I have a little circle, or not circle, but a piece of paper above where I brush my teeth in the morning.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then especially because it's not a circle, it's a square.
Well, it's a square, but there's a circle drawn on.
Oh,
it.
you drew a circle in it.
Yeah, I drew a
Okay.
circle,
Got it.
and it says my mind in the circle,
Okay.
and then negative energy is being repelled.
Okay.
And so what I'm trying to close myself off to is like close myself off to things that are gonna essentially alter my momentum and alter my energy. I'll give you an example. This one we might have to put off the record because I sinned today. Yeah, I sinned. I lied.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to actually put this part in. Just a lot more things that are aligned with new Shane, 25-year-old Shane's vision.
Yeah,
Shane
the
too.
24-year-old Shane, he died.
He sucks. So
Yeah.
25,
So now he's 2.0 Shane.
2.0 Shane. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So what makes 2.0 Shane better than 1.0 Shane?
I don't think that 2.0 Shane's necessarily better. 2.0 Shane just has different priorities. And one of those priorities are just my own ability to do what's important to me. So back to how I sinned, for example, was this show is important to me, as well as my new position at this company that we're taking longevity and health to the next level. These 2 things, faith and health, are important and feed my soul.
Okay.
And so, realizing that sometimes we don't stop filming until 10 o'clock at night, and I still got to drive home. By the time I get home, it's a 30-minute drive. I got to get into bed. I got to feed Garfield. By the time I get home,
Garfield have any friends?
What happened?
Garfield have any friends?
Garfield does not. We buried his buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
so sorry.
yeah. We had to bury
Does
his
he eat
little buddy.
lasagna too?
What happened?
He's lasagna?
He's not eating lasagna. He eats traditional cat food.
He's not. He's not the official Garfield. He's your Garfield.
He's my
Oh,
Garfield.
He's
you're
your-
a Garfield.
Yeah.
Not
We-
the cartoon for
No,
everybody.
yeah.
in the
We
world.
had Garfield and then we had Bruce. Bruce passed away 2 days before my birthday
Bruce
last
Lee?
week. Bruce, not Bruce Wayne, Bruce Hoffman.
Bruce Hall.
Yeah, he was our little boy.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Bruce Hoffman.
I want to show you what I made. AI does have some good things. In the sense.
You can hug him. You can hug him.
Well, I made Jesus actually hug him.
Oh.
Yeah, I did this. That's Bruce. I made
Oh,
Jesus
okay.
hug him in heaven.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
He's in heaven now. Yeah.
Bruce is in good hands.
Bruce is in good great hands.
Literally.
That's the way, after, you cry your eyes out about losing a pet. I mean, has anyone ever lost a pet? It's actually really painful. It sucked. That was like,
a shark, a cat,
okay,
a
I can understand the
dog,
second one. The first one's a little
a
yeah.
shark, a mini shark, a little.
Okay.
It wasn't like a
Okay.
shark.
You and I were thinking
It
the
was
same
a
thing. We were
mini-
like,
You
it
had
was
Jaws?
you're like the guy from Despicable Me that has
It
the
was a
shark
mini shark.
underneath
I was wondering every time I get it wrong, you
No.
Yeah.
Those little mini, like little baby, little cute little
What
baby,
did-
little
what
cute
happened?
little,
You
little
start-
baby cute little shark.
He started biting you, you had to put him down? You didn't hear what I said. I said, did he start biting you and you had to put him down?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, for real?
Nah, I mean something like that. I don't remember. Honestly, I was young. I was very young. I was like 8 years old.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh, when the parent did something then. Oh,
Yeah, parent, my mom.
Rest in peace.
It was probably my fault though. It probably was. Oh, dude.
Bruce he had anemia. We didn't catch it until like I told him like, hey, he's just lethargic. Take him to the vet. I don't think it's anything serious. And I'm at work, and she calls me. She's crying, just bawling her eyes out. She's like, it's serious. There's nothing we can do. He's gonna die. And naturally, I start getting
Choked up.
choked up,
Yeah.
angry,
Lot of onions in the air.
onions in the air. And so what you kind of have to just do in that moment is understand. I learned how to trust God's plan fully in a moment where I didn't really understand it. Because I was really obviously devastated that my little kitten was dying. But obviously it's not a human, so it's different. It's you hear some people lose their kids, and I can never understand that.
Well-
That's ridiculous. Like level of severe
But
pain.
John, let's expand on that. He said something very interesting, that he trusts God in the midst of adversity. Can you relate to any kind of adversity you trust God in when your body or your flesh was saying, what are you doing?
There's a few times when I trust God in adversity. First and foremost, when someone basically accuses me of doing something that I didn't do, when they call me out of my name, call me stuff like XYZ, I don't want to say it. But yeah, they call me names and stuff like that, and slander,
Yeah.
persecuting me and in adversity, and just gotta trust that the Lord will have the vengeance. The vengeance is His.
But what about those big hits, like when you lose somebody and you just don't understand it, right? Like for example,
That happened to me with my grandfather. When I was 12 years old, I lost my grandfather when I was 12 years old, and I cried. Like I bawled out. And how I was able to get over it is just, number one, I was younger, so over time it just, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't connected spiritually like how I am right now.
Gotcha.
But fast forward, something was to happen. I mean, let's just be honest, like Pastor Al. You remember Pastor Al? Cried too. The same way probably. So I experienced it as an adult and as a child. Just holding on to those memories really helped me personally. Just holding on to those memories and just what could I do to continue their legacy of what the conversation that we had in the past and kind of bring that to life.
Do you think time heals wounds, or what do you
Time
think,
heals wounds.
or do you think what you do with that time is what heals?
I think what you do with the time heals wounds.
I don't think time heals wounds. I think time
think
numbs wounds.
Yeah.
But what you do with the time
What
heals.
you do
Because
with the time
time's gonna
heals.
callous all. Like if you go through a breakup, let's say, right? I mean, obviously, 5 years down the line, you might still miss it or whatever, depending on the relationship. But you're not gonna be as sad as you were like that fresh day. But if you don't do the self work to get over it, like you're just gonna be numb to it.
It's funny that you mentioned that because there's an interview where this guy was dating this woman and his wife passed away, and so he challenged the new girl. The girl that he's dating is like, my wife passed away. Still kind of like, healing from that. Would you be okay if I get a tattoo of her on me? I mean, you're gonna have to see that every single time. And she's like, well, you know, it's okay. And it's like, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Like,
I understand the sentiment of it. Here's my only. If you're gonna commit to another woman,
yeah.
you have to commit to that other. That doesn't mean you can't in your heart remember that woman that's not here. But
I agree.
I think that if you're getting a tattoo of someone, that should be the symbolism of then you're just not gonna.
You're not over it. Like,
You're
and
not
it's
only are you
to
not over it,
expect-
but you
yeah.
can't love again.
It's
Like
hard.
if you're gonna go into like this person needs to be permanently on my skin,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, we've got tattoos. You know, there's nothing wrong with showing
Yeah.
symbolism for something you love or anything. But the problem comes from you're fully committed to your wife, which is good, but your wife is with God now, and you're trying to commit to this other woman, and you are robbing her of that experience. It's one thing to struggle in your heart and to convey that, but to force that woman to see,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's not fair.
I think it's kind of like, I like analogies of driving, since we all like driving. And to me, if a person does that, it's like consistently driving forward, looking back over your shoulder. You're gonna miss what's in front of you.
Yep.
You're gonna cause an accident because you're not gonna foresee what's coming up, because you might think it's okay now, but say for instance, there's a traffic jam in front of you, you're driving along, if you don't look forward, you don't know how to slow down, avoid, or what's going on, and you get yourself in chaotic situations.
Yeah.
Good intentions don't beat good actions.
Yeah.
You can mean well, but if you do bad, it's still bad.
Yeah.
You have to do, you have to intend to do good and still do good.
No, it's funny you mentioned that because I think a lot of people, let's use the gym, I think that fitness is a good, and health is a good segue and like analogy from that. Like you can work out 7 days a week and sleep 2 hours a night with the best of intentions, but it's still bad. Like you have the best of intentions, but you're not allowing yourself to rest, and so you're not going to grow, so it's still bad. Intentions, God sees your heart, so of course, you're doing the right thing, but bad is still bad.
Yeah.
If I say something that offends you, even with the best of intentions, and I offend you, there still needs to be a level of ownership there.
Right. In other words, you can still say it. There's no law that says you can't say it, but it doesn't mean you're helpful. It kind of reminds me of the scripture. Not everything that's lawful is helpful. Not everything that's lawful is actually edifying. And so it's like, it's not against the law to say certain things or do certain things, but is it helpful? Is it edifying you? Is it really pushing you forward?
Hey, you want to go back to Philippians 4:8? It says, whatever is pure, just, good report, think and dwell on these things. And what you dwell on is what you go, action. What is it? Thoughts become words become actions. Become deeds. All it's a systematic progress. And if you focus on just words alone, because I don't know what you believe until I see what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your your actions follow your belief. So you can say one thing and believe a totally different thing.
That's
so
so
your
true.
actions are going to correspond with your beliefs. So where I see you going, what you're doing is I know that's where you're firm in. You can tell me everything in the world that you want to say.
Yeah.
It may sound good. It may be like fluff to my ears. Tell me what I want to
Fluff to my ears.
Fluff to my ears.
Fluff.
Yes.
Fluff another.
Oh yeah, tell me again. I feel my ears twinkle.
I have tickling ears. Tickle me with that.
Yeah.
Tickle me with that.
I feel like I'm on a weird fetish site now.
What?
Oh,
I feel like I've heard that in a
Wait,
video before.
what?
He's
I
got.
feel like you're in a weird.
He likes his ears being touched.
You like your ears touched?
He gets tinkles. Look at
You
that.
You think I like my ears being touched? Look at the back of my ear. I have you see that scar? I do not like my ears being touched.
It's okay.
Have you seen my scar?
She like tickling.
She tells him, go to sleep. He goes to sleep.
Wait, she doesn't tickle. You should like tickle
if I tickle her, she will kill me.
But if she tickles you,
I'll kill her. No, I'm kidding.
You want her to tickle you.
No. That's like being submissive. I'm not into that. No.
So you want to tickle her, but she'll kill you.
No. Because if I
I'm so
do.
confused, bro.
Have you ever tried tickling your wife before?
Yes.
She ever beat the crap out of you?
No. She
Okay.
actually likes it.
All right. Well.
Some women are.
Yeah, Anna does not.
Sometimes
like
we
it.
have tickle parties in the bed at night.
Well,
and then kids can't go to sleep.
Well, sometimes I'm just trying to
Because
mess
we're
around.
tickling up all night.
I think so. I'm talking about like she'll be resting on me, and I'll try to mess with her, right?
Tickle.
If you tickle me elbow.
Oh, shut up.
Kids don't watch the show, right?
Tickle party.
Hey, what's going on in there? Go to sleep. You're supposed to be sleeping. It's not a school day.
Bro, it's pretty normal to have a tickle party, bro.
Well,
You don't do that?
maybe not what you're
No.
saying. Okay.
Well, we have, I mean,
Tickle
well, not
party.
us, but like, yeah.
All right, pause.
Say that wrong ball. Like, hey,
Oh,
you look at
so busy.
Here, look, here, bring some shit. Yeah, that's funny.
Well, I'm glad that you don't get like smacked when you tickle your wife. But if like when we're watching a movie, I'm trying to like mess around with her. I get a teeth marks into the left shoulder.
Maybe she likes that. Maybe
No.
that's what she
No,
likes.
that is
Hey, quick! You're like, no.
That is it. If you don't stop, I'm gonna bite your arm off.
I think maybe that's okay. I can't speak for it, but you got to discover that. You might have to discover that.
World of discovery.
I feel like it's very distracting when you're in mid engagement of.
And then
Expression of love.
And you get
Yeah.
and teeth bites come.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in mid expression love and you just start tickling someone, that there's gonna be a very destruction of the mood. Because they're, it's like you're expecting one thing and then you get this weird thing and now you're processing two different emotions and then you're very upset. Like, yeah. So I feel like that's something that I don't think makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I felt the picture being painted on a canvas in my mind. You know, unfortunately I saw it.
I saw it too. Very good job.
I mean, you got to see me half naked before.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, like.
Was that a reverse?
reverse. Cha-cha, real smooth. I know that guy.
I thought we were cha-chaing.
I know that guy.
Which guy?
I don't know why I like it so much, bro. Don't feel weird about it.
Is that
I
bad?
like it.
Oh,
I
play
like
it.
You want to play it? All right. You gave me permission.
How old are you here?
Oh, wow.
All right. Oh, wait. What do you mean by that?
He had like the goatee.
I had a gray hair in there.
All right. So remember, like, oh, we're always so busy. Remember?
Okay, play.
Oh, what is happening? Oh my God! What?
Oh, that was at the beginning of the month.
Just click the first part of that.
You click the first part of what I
You
was
click the
saying.
first part of that, and that is on an X-rated website.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Just kill me now.
Yeah, I was making a point, but I was.
The first part of that sounds very familiar.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure I've made that noise a few times myself.
I'm like, oh. Get a remix.
Wait, did you hear the back? Oh, someone's singing. I think this.
You're taking them all even more.
You were listening to a song, right? And you were singing the song.
I think somebody else was in the room with me singing that. Because I was near the kitchen when I did it. Yeah.
You remember exactly where you're at?
Oh yeah, I see the curtain, so I know where I'm at. Yeah, I was making a point. It's so stupid.
That was a good. Whoever ad-libbed that, whoever like backup sang that,
So,
That was like perfect timing.
it was.
That's
Whoever back sang that was perfect.
that was the kid. That's my kid's mom doing that in the background. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, you're fine. No, I know.
Whoever sang that sang terribly.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's
No,
funny that
she can sing.
Burn her at the stake!
Yeah, no, I remember she was on the choir, but
Yeah.
but that's crazy that you said the curtains. I didn't know where it's at.
You know.
Speaking of that, I was at the park, bro. They turned the curtain. Like, did you see how it looks
Oh,
now?
yeah.
I was like, what? Is
Yeah.
this a content creator house?
Yeah.
What
Well, they know they do that.
I knew it.
It's-
I
it's-
freaking knew
it's
it, bro. I'm
two-
like, this is a
it's-
content creator
it's
house.
It's two women,
I knew
and
it, bro.
they transformed it.
They went crazy.
Yes, they overdid it. It's overdid.
Yeah, that's over
yeah.
the top.
Yeah,
Like, have you seen it? I took a pic. I'm like,
it's not it looks in that community it don't belong.
it don't fit. Cause they went like next level.
They put like on the back of the house. They put like you know how you look like you know how.
Let me see if I can find it, cause I took a picture and I was gonna
Yeah.
show you too. I'm like, Brandon, you seen it?
Yeah, I have had quite a few people tell me about it.
I'm sure you did. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
let me not.
Cause they put like the grass things that you put on on a wall. They put it on the back of the house. It's like I think it's like a purple or something.
That's weird.
And then they have like a little swing back there. Hey, two women live together. I don't tell what to do. But
And it looks like they be creating content, bro.
yeah, I don't know.
What kind of
I'm thinking maybe OF.
No.
No, I mean, listen,
Dang, out of the abundance of the heart.
Hey.
That came right
Nah,
out.
unfortunately, it's a booming business these days. So,
I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah.
whose fault do you think that is for the OF content? Is that the men that purchase it or the women that create it?
Yeah.
It's both.
I
honestly.
believe-
No,
My personal opinion, I think it's both. Though,
I think
'cause
it's a man.
it feeds them. doesn't it?
Well, if there's no demand, there would be no supply.
Exactly.
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right. So you think it's
I
the
get
guy's
it.
fault?
Like it's like the women can take responsibility, but you have to think of it from this point of like.
Guy needs it. The guy needs it. So like, oh, I'm supplying this. I'm supplying.
Well,
Okay.
And-
okay, all right. Let me give you a perfect example. Why do women come to the gym with shorts on
Oh god.
that make my boxers look like I'm wearing my pants? Like I'm wearing pants while I wear my boxers.
Show off the legs.
Yeah.
Attention.
Show off that leg, man. Oh, I almost said something. I can see the crevice of your where your butt cheek forms. You don't even have to bend over. It's just like
It's scary these days, man.
and then everything's painted on. It's like tight. Like when you do a squat, I know you. Everything just fell
I
off.
don't know how you ain't scared that something's going to just.
Yeah, and then everything's squeezing up here, and then they breathe, and it's like button shoots you and hits you like a 9mm. Oh! Death by button. You know, I mean, but the reason why women come to the gym wearing that is because they want attention. They ain't just
I was
because
gonna
they're
say
talking
that
about
too.
it feels good. Oh, I want to be feeling good. Nothing wrong with that. But not wearing barely anything on, you want attention.
Yeah.
You know, you're attention seeking. And even when other women say you're attention seeking, it's not just the men. Men ain't gonna tell a woman, oh well, you barely wearing anything. I don't want to see that. No, they want to see it.
They gonna say
That's a man's nature. You know, is that he wants to see. Oh, well, hi there. Oh wow, hello. I can see your cookie. You know, but you know when other women notice it, and you walking around like this is so tight I can barely move you, like it sounds like he's squeaking
Like
when you walking.
SpongeBob?
Yeah. I mean, like seriously, how's that comfortable? You want attention, and the attention you seek is the attention you get, but you don't want that because it's demeaning, degrading, and downpouring on you. And if you don't want that, so make yourself present.
But a large portion of men will use women for their bodies, and women confuse that with their value of, oh, this person likes me, this person wants me, but in reality they're being treated as being objectified and being treated as.
Well, when it's been for over such a large period of time,
Oh my gosh, since we couldn't remember.
you know, women were treated like prostitution is the oldest one of the oldest jobs in the world.
Yeah.
Harlots, right?
You know, yeah. So women are used to being exposed for their body. Nothing wrong with a woman having a good body, but if you're showing off your whole body, how am I gonna read what's in here?
It's also, it used to be shamed, now it's glorified.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
Definitely
yeah.
So-
The thing about it is,
And monetized.
if you want a man to appreciate you completely, don't show him the whole package the first time he sees you.
Facts. It's showing off too much of the package.
And I'm gonna play like kind of
Devil's
not
advocate?
I guess devil's advocate. We'll go with that word, but I think like we were saying earlier, it starts with the men because it's easy to women did this and women did that, but understand that if every man just went to the gym with his head down and focused,
Like Brandon does, because
like
Brandon
Brandon,
puts his
yeah,
head down.
yeah, and just focus
Bro,
on the
you
work.
said it though.
No, it's true. We've seen it. You just
We've
walk
seen
in the
it.
gym, do your thing,
We
right?
witnessed it.
And didn't look,
Sit
didn't
down.
stick, right? Do you think like this would still be how, or if men didn't pay for OnlyFans, right?
It wouldn't-
If you're broke and not making any money from something, you're probably not going to continue to do it.
Correct.
Supply and
So
demand.
supply and demand. So the men are being taken advantage. Like the women are using the men by taking advantage of their vices, and the men are using the women by making the women feel valued and wanted when in reality they're being used. So
Right.
it's like this vicious cycle.
It is.
And I think it starts, I don't think it starts with the women saying, oh, we're going to take responsibility and stop. Never in the history of the world has it started with a woman saying, let's take responsibility and stop. I think, and why would they? And why
They're
would
getting
they?
paid.
Why should they? They're getting
They're
paid
getting
tons of money.
paid for it.
If you could take a picture of yourself and make $20 million off that picture, it'd be very difficult for you to say no.
Well, the thing is it starts with leadership.
Exactly.
You can have a male, older male that has a boy mentality. Until he gets around a man who is developmentally, he doesn't know how to. He might not know how to develop his mind.
Yeah.
You could be an old fool.
That's true. No,
And if
that's
you're not
true.
around, if you're not in the company that you keep, we know you by the company that you keep. So bad company corrupts good morals. 1 Corinthians 15:33. If you're not around people that are making you look at a woman like that's somebody's sister, that could be somebody's mother, that's definitely somebody's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have them looking like that, then, and if she don't see herself as somebody's sister, daughter, or even mom, then, because think about the kids nowadays,
Mhm.
they got to go back and, they be in school, well, I just saw your
Mom.
I just YouTubed your mom, and wow.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking. I saw
After
a
a
kid
while-
committed suicide over that.
Yeah,
Because
it-
they were bullying him because they saw
yeah.
they've shown a picture of his naked mom.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
it comes down to where the word says that in last days, people will be lovers of themselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if we don't know how to show people, because teaching people is showing people. If I don't show you how to do better, then I can't tell you.
Yeah.
It's a difference between me just telling you and not doing it. I have to not only tell you how to do it, but I have to show you how to do it.
Right,
Because
right.
more is caught than taught. And if I show you how to do it, then you're more capable of reciprocating and then get the results that you want from
True.
Have you guys read the book Outwitting the Devil?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a great book.
Oh, yeah.
He talks about the law of hypnotic rhythm, and I think that's where a lot of men are with pornography and lust, is where
Mhm.
they're caught in this cycle where that stimulus from
Oh, yeah.
what they're seeing
Yeah,
is so
dopamine.
strong,
Yeah, that fake
it
dopamine.
becomes nearly impossible to break at that point. And I think there's a lot of men that truly want to quit, and they just can't. And it's got this strong hold on them, and they get it's so hard to break because you try. You go to focus on your work, you go for a walk, you go to the gym. Now you go to the gym, you can't even get away from it there, right? But you go for a walk, you go to work, and it's like this craving.
Easy access.
Yeah, and I feel bad.
But what about this word called accountability?
That's the thing, is at the end of the day, just because something's hard doesn't mean it doesn't need to get done.
Yeah, because the thing is that the one thing I admire women for is women get in groups and they help each other.
Oh yeah, they're not afraid of
Yeah.
They're not
exposure.
afraid of exposure.
Mhm.
Men, we're taught from a young age to man up, don't cry, suck it up.
Don't show your soft side.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how much sleep you get, don't rest. Go.
Yeah, we
All
taught,
that crap.
basically taught everything to kill us. That's why women live longer than men. Not a
True.
wonder.
It makes sense.
You know, but the thing about it is that if we don't have accountability where I got a brother here, hey, I'm having this struggle with porn. Help, hey, I need to let you know. Instead of us belittling, I can't believe you're struggling with that. And you just looked at 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Or even 10 minutes ago.
Can't believe you struggle with that. Throw your
Yeah,
hands up like
yeah,
a little bit of semen just doing
We don't want to look. We don't want to look vulnerable with each other. It's
No.
like, oh, okay, you guys struggle with that. Oh, I don't have a problem. Man, shut up. You just lived that 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Everybody's got
You
a
just
problem.
cleaned up your mess. I mean, come on.
It's true. Like, everybody has some type of struggle.
Yeah.
Everybody has
a
weakness.
Everybody has a
Mhm.
has a part at the altar for prayer sometimes.
Everybody finds themselves on a prayer line sometimes. That's
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is that we just got to press through to find the right people.
Yeah.
A lot of times we have looked to loved ones, and loved ones, everybody that shares the same blood as you is not there to help you.
Facts.
And when you realize that some of the best people to help you are not even related to you.
They're not.
You know, I'm not related to neither one of you guys. And so, yeah, and
If you're related to me, Mama's got some explaining to do.
There's a lot of different things out there. But the thing about it is that we all need each other to help one another to get past these hang-ups, setbacks, these speed bumps that have turned into mountains. When we help each other, then the mountain turns into a speed bump and we can overcome it.
You said something that I really want to harp on, which is, you know, men, essentially.
Yeah, that forest. Yeah, the forest on the that's the back of the house. Back of the house.
That's the house where Michael Myers is going to later.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you.
I feel like, I feel like if I go on that hill, I could just jump over like
Yeah.
Mario.
Woohoo! Here we go! Here we go!
The flag come up. The flag come up.
I know that reference. And he takes the hat off. Yeah. I played Nintendo
That's pretty
64.
cool, too. Whatever that is, huh?
They have a
Canopy type.
it's a canopy. They put that in. It has a swing on it, and then it has lighting. So, yeah.
I want to know what's going on in that swing, man.
You seen it physically, like in person?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Alright, shoot.
Hey, good for them. I ain't had that much area back there. When I was doing everything with the kids, I had fun enough.
But you did a lot though. You did. I remember you did upgrade a lot. Too,
Yeah.
From what it's
Yeah.
from what it was.
Oh
to-
yeah. I gutted out the kitchen and the bathrooms and the flooring. Yeah. So,
Fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, so fun.
That nightmare.
So busy.
It's the road besides M Street. It was the next one over.
Oh God. You know, I actually I hate horror movies, man. But there's this one meme, and I can't stop watching it. Here, let me try and pull it up. This is fucking hilarious. Oh,
Oh.
dang it!
It must be
God
that.
forgive
It
me.
was that hilarious.
It's so.
It got him.
I don't know why it's so funny. You guys like I laugh. It's not even that funny. I just it's something like you just think it's hilarious and you just laugh
Yeah,
every
like
time
the
you see
boy
it.
getting his head.
Oh my God, that sounds so bad.
Oh,
It's like the boy
T-Rex.
getting his head chopped.
T-Rex creature.
Now my phone's not working. So I'll describe it to you guys.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. So I'll describe it to you guys in case it doesn't pull up. But basically, you guys, you know the movie It with that clown?
Yeah.
So basically, the clown, it's when the kids get older, and the clown
Oh.
is staring at this guy, and he's falling into the hole.
Mhm.
And the clown looks at him, and he goes, "Oh, that's success. Oh, those sit-ups. But deep down, still just a fatty loser." And like the caption's like me when I take one rest day.
Oh wow. That one rest day is gonna kill you. It's so funny. What happens is when that one rest day multiplies into 2 weeks.
That's when it kills you.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God, I have to show you guys this now.
It's like that one guy. What's his name? This Russian-looking guy. He's short. He's a doctor. Doctor something.
Dr. Shane?
No, he had a surgery. He just had
I'm
a
not
surgery.
Russian.
He just had a surgery. You know, periodic periodization, Renaissance periodization. You
Dr.
know,
Mike Ingertail?
Yes.
Yeah.
He
There
just
we
had
go.
surgery, and he's actually been out of the gym for 8 weeks.
Oh. Biggies.
Yeah. His belly got pretty big.
Oh, he got impregnated.
He does look like he put on some weight.
Wait, you seen it? You seen it?
No, I can't find this video.
Yeah, he hasn't worked out for 8 weeks.
Well, you know what? 75% of it's your diet, so he's not.
So he's probably not like
Yeah.
eating right too.
You can't. Well, you can't be taking the same amount of calories you were working out if you stop. That's what helps. That's what hurts a lot of pro
But
athletes.
he's also on steroids, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's got the steroid
He
gut.
has to.
Oh,
he
that's
has to
yeah.
pump
That
out
makes
it.
him retain.
Yeah.
That makes him retain a lot of water.
That's another reason why I would never personally. No knock to anybody that does steroids. I can't do it, bro. Because I feel like if I was to ever just shut that like motivation of working out off,
You think
I'm
that roid
afraid.
bridge too?
Not that. It's just I would get like.
I was so like locked in.
Holy games!
Holy gates, Batman! Guys, this video is just not here.
Did it avoid you?
It's like just not.
You know
here.
what you're gonna do? You're gonna find a wiper when you get in your car. You're halfway home. You're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna find it.
You know,
That's what usually happens.
I have so many WWE reels saved here, so it's funny.
I'm not gonna lie, like I really like the more, and it keeps coming on the feed on our YouTube.
It's because we
channel.
tagged him now. Confirm WrestleMania 41.
WrestleMania, so
Yeah.
it keeps coming on our feed, like
tag you're it.
yeah, it's
Exactly.
It's like we tag team partners. Like,
There's
it's a
some-
triple
there's
threat.
some-
It's a
there's
triple
some-
threat match.
There's some real moments though that was like crazy, like Chris Benoit moment.
Oh yeah,
Owens.
he had a lot of roid rage issues.
It is not here, gentlemen, unfortunately. But yeah, it was one of those. I don't even know where I was going with it. Oh yeah, horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but for some reason, that video is just so funny. But it does bring up a good point. It's like one rest day. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like rest, longevity, health, probably because of my new position. But like, I am someone that fundamentally believes in accountability with health and fitness. I am now someone who is shifting towards understanding the importance of rest. And I'll give you an example. I started this off saying I sinned, right? We'll still clip out what we're talking about here.
I don't know.
But
how is that?
I was supposed to see my client at 5:30 tomorrow morning, and I'm just thinking about the work we're doing here. I'm learning about stuff with work the entire day, and I thought, man, if I go through with it, I could be tired for that whole work day. I don't want to have to cut the conversation short. I also don't want to get 3 hours of sleep. I've been having some health things myself where I know the rest can help. So I made the call to do the wrong thing, and I didn't say that. Oh, I'm busy in the morning. in reality, I'm so busy.
Oh, so busy.
I'm so busy.
That was so
busy. In reality,
we're gonna plug it right in there too.
I'm just gonna take the extra hour of sleep. And
hey, do what you gotta do.
And I felt so bad. I called my girlfriend. Man, I just lied. And I was praying about it. And she told me, you didn't do the wrong thing. Like, she's like, the two things that you need to do at the start of your day to ensure your success is pray and work out.
Yeah.
She's like, and you need rest to do that, and that sets you up to be able to complete your work day. And
That helpmate.
Yeah,
That helpmate just came in and saved the day.
yeah,
Flush. I'm
she's
telling
like,
you,
you
got
haven't
real
been
one.
resting a little bit. You need to rest a little more. She's like,
So I could keep her there.
yeah, she's pretty cool. She's a good one.
She better be more than cool.
No, she's amazing. She
Yeah, we had to press some words.
you know what her best quality is, and I think this is probably one of at least for not a marriage because I've never been there, but like a relationship, the best quality is she admits when she's wrong all the time. Not like she's not wrong, but and every time she's wrong, if she feels she's wrong, there are times where she'll say she's wrong that I don't even think she's wrong, but she'll say, hey, I think I was wrong here. There are times where there was a day where I didn't even think of it. She thought she was
That's
rude to
really
me
a
on the
keeper.
phone. Yeah, she wasn't even rude to me. She was like,
He's put something in the water.
it's.
He's put something in the tea.
Do you know
there's
how
something that's
frustrating
just-
that is when you get home or when you call somebody to check on them and that they're just luckily I haven't experienced that with her in the.
What do you
almost
mean
3
call
years.
when you call someone?
So when there'd be past relationships where I'd be like, long day, hey, you didn't text me all day or this it's like I just finished work, like I just went to war with the mark and now I gotta go to war now. I can't do it. Somebody help me, Luckily, I don't have that. Nothing's sunshine and rainbows all the time. Like I'll get my fair share of, hey, did you do your dishes? You scoop the cat box? Did you
So
fair?
Let me ask you a question about that.
Yeah.
Wondering minds want to know. Do you think you would appreciate it more if you didn't go through chaos before, or do you think the appreciation of her being who she is, of the accountability, is greater now because of what you've been through, or do you think it would be the same as if you never went through chaos before?
There's two answers to that. And the first is the chaos I've lived before isn't comparable, just for the sense of they were also morally flawed. So I went from there was one girl that it just didn't work out because difference in value. She wasn't morally flawed. But there was one where it was morally flawed. I was cheated on ruthlessly. And she's like, her brain doesn't work like that. Like, she's not capable of hurting me that bad, But in the sense of, like, I appreciate it more on that standpoint, but there's been times where, as you guys know, relationships aren't always all rainbows and sunshine, where you do fight about certain things, and you put stresses, like, there's stress placed on a relationship. The thing that, obviously we're going to be tested further in marriage and children one day. That's going to be the ultimate test. But the little tests of, like, hey, what happens if we stay together for 3 months, because we're going to stay together for 3 months, and there's dishes in the sink, and you come home from work and you're tired, but I need this done. Like, are you going to be able to, little things, right? So it's like we've come up with systems of, hey, I understand this is what you need, right? You need me to show up and do the dishes, but I need you to put yourself in my shoes for a minute, and, like, you hear my alarm at 5, you see what I'm doing throughout the day.
So
just give me a shoes. Yeah.
Empathize.
Yeah. Have you guys ever read the book His Needs, Her Needs?
No.
Okay.
Enlighten us then.
It's an awesome book that shows you how men and women need things from like different angles. Like they ask you to
mention it last.
Yeah, they ask you to prioritize, like, it's like 10 things. It's like intimacy, affection, and there's the difference, right? That's the 5 love languages. Like it's not gifts. It's time, doing, like, not quality time, but like activities together. Like, there's a bunch of things, and it asks them that you do. And ours were completely different. Like, it was like,
is that a good
ass
thing or a bad
backwards.
thing?
It's a great thing. You're being with a woman, she's being with a man. We're not supposed to have the same needs, right?
Kind of like magnets.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
One has a
Okay.
positive charge, one has a negative. So we got to understand. Well, why is your top need hugs and kisses, and you don't really care for intimacy that much, or playing sports with me that much, and why is your biggest need that I play video games with you, or intimacy versus this? And it's like the author does a great job at, like, explaining why.
So,
Why a woman needs affection. Like, you can't just go and just close off. Like,
So
you need to hug her and
Yeah, you need a romance.
yeah, but we don't feel that the way we do. Like, feel it, but we don't feel it to that like, that's their, like,
well,
I need that.
they're more sensitive,
Yeah.
aware of their sensitivity and aware of their feelings and emotions than men are.
Right.
So with that, going into that, do you think having knowledge and understanding of how the other party is critical for making a relationship work?
You mean like the knowledge of how, like, your partner functions and yeah.
You said
Yeah.
the party.
The party as
That's
in,
what
like,
you said, the party.
With a partner party. Hey. You having a party with your partner. Hey!
tickle party with your partner.
Hey, we already know what kind of tickle party you have.
We already know what tickle party you have. I don't know it, I don't really want to know.
Where'd that come from, the tickle party?
I'm gonna go pick John up one of these days to drive him to church, and I'm just gonna hear laughter coming from his house and slowly drive off.
Having a tickle party over there.
I walk in, Pastor Sean's like, "Hey, where's John?" He's having a tickle party,
party.
sir.
Tickle party. You don't want to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Tickle party. Inquiring minds want to know.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we'll get back to that.
But yeah, so I think
outside of the tickle.
obviously humans are complex and individual, but on a general basis, right?
Yeah.
Men operate a certain way, women operate a certain way, and your needs. A man's needs, you might not, like, say, person watching, let's assume you're a dude, right, and you have a girlfriend, right? What's important to you may not necessarily be important to her, and vice versa, right? But it's showing up for that other person's needs that's going to ultimately get you what you want. That doesn't mean you don't have desire for affection. I like my handholds. I like to hold my girlfriend's hand while I walk in public. Does it
my hand holds too.
Does it like, is it the thing I need the most to feel loved and secure? No, like I could walk like this and be perfectly fine, right? I could very well sit my butt down on a couch on the opposite end of the couch and watch a movie completely with a smile on my face. Unbothered. But when we're on the other end of the couch, I get the look of, yeah, it's like, aren't you close? Come close to me. Like, I get this all the time. Come close to me. I'm like, I'm close to you. No, closer. I'm like, okay, I can't get any closer, right? And that's what's important. Now, she doesn't understand why I need her to pick up the controller to play Smash Brothers with me. It's vital. It's important. I must teach you how to be the champion. She picks up the controller.
That's good.
And it's the greatest feeling in the world. When we play WWE 2K25 and her character walks out with my character, yes!
What character does she choose?
Oh, I made her own character.
You made her own character?
I made her own characters, yeah. We come out like together. There's like a couple tag teams. It's really cool.
Now
With the pyro and the music. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, she doesn't care. Why is this important? This is dumb. This is stupid. They're just fighting each
But
other.
it means something to you.
But to me, it's everything. I'm like, I am WWE champion. You are.
And who usually wins? Who usually wins?
Not me. Well, we're on the same team, so she just tags
Tag
me.
team.
She tags my
okay.
character in, and then I go to work. Yeah.
You go to work.
You go to work?
Yeah. Or why, like for example, affection is validation to a woman, and intimacy is validation to a man, right? And so a woman might not understand why he jumps me all the time. Like it comes from a good place. But we were talking about intentions earlier, right? As a man, you need to understand that affection, the author talks about, affection creates the environment for that to happen, because now the woman feels safe enough, loved enough to not feel used to, like if men are being completely honest, we do not have sex. We have sex to get the urge out. That's the truth. When there's love in it, and it's because we love her, yes. But if we're being honest, we start that desire because it's like, I need to focus on something. I need to stop this right now. Like, but women, only like a couple times a month do they have that, right? For them, it's that desire for closeness. And so in order to open that door, there needs to be affection. And so it really helps her and I understand each other better. Because when I get super jumpy, she understands, okay, he's got this thing in him, because he's a man, because I'm with a man, and it is my job as his partner to, be his woman. And when she says closer, okay, she needs to feel safe. I might have had a long day and want to chill on the couch, but it's my job as her partner to give her what she. So relationships require a lot of like we've talked about, like selflessness, and I'm only gonna get deeper in that as things go and more things come. And so it's an interesting dynamic when you read books together and when you study together. And, we talk about, well, what makes somebody a keeper, and the truth is, no matter who you get, you will get another flawed person, and you need to understand that. You need to understand that things are not going to be easy all the time. But as long as you have somebody that's willing to own up their own mistakes, grow with you, and support you, and make sure that ending something is that's not, you guys fight together, right? Like you fight together, right? Then you've got to keep her. They're not going to be perfect. Like they're gonna, like, if your man's probably gonna leave things on the floor sometimes, or
And sometimes it's an intentional, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sometimes you're gonna
just leave it right there.
Leave it right there.
Oh gosh, he's always leaving it, and I'm right
pick
behind.
it up. So pick it up.
What's that? Whoa! What's that?
Whoa! I tripped.
It took too long to pick that up.
Oh, sorry. You need me to move out of the way? You can go through now.
You can go through.
And sometimes, you're the girl you're with, you're gonna come back from work all happy, and there's gonna be something to complain about, and that's just life, and that's okay. But communication. Hey, I understand you're upset about this. I totally get that. Just give me 10 minutes. Come here, give me a hug. It's been a long day. Boom.
Yeah, and sometimes they just want you to just listen to them. Like even today, like my wife went through something, and I was genuinely locked. I was actually pissed off for her, and then I'm like, but anyways, let's just get. What are we gonna do with the solution? Like, what are we gonna do about this? She's like, I'm like, no, I don't mean that. Like, I genuinely, I was like, no, please. I was like,
it was at that moment John knew. He messed up.
Dig a hole.
I messed up. I was like, all right, let's talk about it again. Let's see what.
You know what would be a good thing to do when you're talking to someone? Ask them, do you want me to just hear you out, or do you want me to solve a problem?
Yes, I did, and I threw that in there. I did throw that in there. I was like, did you want me to? Did you want to just vent to me, or do you want me to like?
Cause I don't, you don't sit
I
there
threw
with a
that in
crystal
there.
ball and like, oh, which one do you want to do?
Yeah,
I
that's
get like
important.
5 answers when I answer that question. I get like.
Well, you,
I get like 5 answers.
But you get to a point where you know them.
Yeah.
You can pick up. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Guess what? Today, I know you got a lot on your plate. I'm tired. That means when you start talking and start yapping, I'm gonna start. Okay. I just want to get. I want you. Now we can talk about this tomorrow if you want to, or you can talk about it now. I'm just letting you know what I feel like.
Yeah.
And what you gotta do, you just got. Everything's about boundaries. You can win the game as long as you stay inside the boundaries. But if you set no boundaries, you can't be frustrated and agitated because you didn't say what is the boundaries, the rules of engagement. We all need rules of engagement. If we don't let them know, that's what a lot of relationships fail because they don't know the boundaries in place by the other person.
Yeah.
What do you need from me? Here's what I need from you. Everybody talks, but few understand. Everybody's got something to say, but do you understand where they're coming from? Because if you don't, you're going to have chaos.
I actually have a great example of that. And I have a lot of men, we hear and today like a lot of men setting boundaries for women. And for some reason, like it's like terrible, God forbid, if a woman sets a boundary for a man. So we lost Bruce. And we were both devastated about it. And then like a couple days later, Garfield's walking around the house and he's looking and I'm like, I don't want this cat to be alone. You know, maybe we should get him another brother. And I call her, and she comes over and she's like, "We're not doing this." She's like, "Look, we just lost one. You and I are not in the state of mind to go out and get another. We need to give this time, and we can't just rush out and get another cat." She's like, "And you have to respect me on this because even though this is, you know, obviously you're still in your apartment or whatever, Garfield's my cat, Jolie is your dog. We take care of them together. This is gonna also fall on me, and I'm not ready for that yet." And it would have been easier. It would have been easy for me to just walk over that boundary, right? And oh man, women's not gonna tell me what to do. But this was something she communicated that needed to be respected. And a lot of times it's like, well, what if I don't agree with